to come and make my bed. I never hired someone to break a rival's leg, so I must admit one time that last one crossed my head. No, all I ever did was make a Facebook page with interesting posts for people to engage. Before I knew it, snowflakes flew into a rage and started fighting in the comments like those morons that I hate. Some people just can't stand memes that make them think, so they lock me into social media clay. I got sucked, I was minding my own business still. I got sucked, so because I'm not a status chill. You can post pics that'll make a grown man ill, but don't criticize the candidate who's on the skill. Well, I never called for any acts of violence, not even when the arguments got real intense. You're playing a bunch of Nazis, doesn't make no sense. And for the record, I still don't like Donald Trump and Michael Pence. No, all I ever did was post a finding memes for anarchist teens. I feel their anarchist dreams, cause I don't have no world domination schemes, and I don't need a chopper to get all those lovely commie streams. They say Facebook needs to be a safe space, but if they hated my face so much, why didn't they just click some other place? I got sucked, everything was fine until one day I got sucked, they just took the whole damn page away. I'll never submit to what they tell me to say, and if you think it's so offensive, well, I think you're probably right. Sucked! I had a girl named Andrea Cavallini, for short I always called her ANCAP. She tried promoting liberty on Tumblr, but all the statists there were giving her crap. They told her she should move to Somalia, the same stupid argument we all know. But it hit me like a SWAT team on a drug raid when they finally forced her to go. Come back and cap. We'll set up our own voluntary world, and wherever we go, we won't leave no roads, and you'll be my ANCAP girl. Now Andrea Cappellini's still so far away, and I'm still fighting all her battles online. And even if I gotta join her in Somalia, I'm gonna prove she's still consensually mine. One day we'll all opt out of the government, it'll crumble under its own dead weight, cause dreams do come true. Darling, I believe in you, I'll always read you 8 out of 8. Come back and cap. I'ma own the Bitcoin in the world, we'll never turn right or left. Taxation will always be theft, and you'll be my ANCAP girl. Come back and cap. These commies everywhere make me want to hurl, but our love will always be strictly voluntary, and you'll be my ANCAP girl. Yeah, you'll be my ANCAP girl. You'll always be my ANCAP girl.
Way down here in Ancapistan, we protect the land the best we can. If I catch you violating an app, you're gonna have a bad mishap. Well, I don't want no trouble, see, this is the land of liberty. If you respect your fellow man, I welcome you to Ancapistan. my business page. No, we don't use kids as slaves. Watch out for my cousin Keith, cause that dude's armed right to the teeth. Back in the shed, my nephew Lou, perfecting his self-defensive news. You can double check his plan. You're welcome here in Ancapistan. I don't know, but I've been told this hill we're built on's full of gold. If that sounds interesting to you, I'm putting together a mining crew. Way back in the woods there's a moonshine still. Sign this form and drink your fill. If you're more of a marijuana fan, there's plenty here in Ancapistan. Now if you live life peacefully, you'll get along just fine with me. But if you're a commie, I'll be clear, we'll chopper you right out of here. I'm off to guard my poppy field, you'd be surprised at the crop it yields. So hop on into my unmarked van, I'll take you down to Ancapistan.
Happy Tuesday.
Special public edition of Liberty Late Night. I'm David.
I'm Mary.
Or Dave, whichever.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Whatever you feel comfortable calling this big guy over here.
Hey, I had this working. How can YouTube?
Oh yeah, the comments were just there a moment ago. Dave was
maybe
so
I have it turned
pumped.
off. That's why. There we go.
So thanks for tuning in, guys. We're really excited tonight. We have Cliff Maloney Jr. from the Young Americans for Liberty. He's the president of that organization, and we're so excited to have him on.
This is that's why we're public.
Yes,
this
yeah,
is a pretty big deal for us.
Pretty big deal.
Hey, what's up, Kendall? Kendall's our newest patron.
Hi, Kendall. How you doing? Hi, Zach. His people contacted us. It was like,
his people.
Super exciting. I see Trey over there. Hi, guy that comments. So
Thanks for commenting.
we're super pumped for this chance to talk with him. I'm going to try really hard not to.
We had him on before, but he was in the middle of a function, one of their YAL conferences.
Hi, Lyle.
And he was surrounded by like 100, 200 rowdy people yelling. And his phone wouldn't, and the Wi-Fi didn't work. But he got to say what he needed to say. We didn't have much of a conversation, but it was really cool having him on last time.
You could feel the energy in the room. It was a cool experience, and like I want to go there now so I can be a part of that excitement and enthusiasm. So hi Juan, how are you doing? Cliff Malone and Posty Malone. So for those maybe who are just joining us
Chris.
and they don't know about Young Americans for Liberty, I'm just going to read this little blurb because that way I won't step all over my words like I am right now. But Young Americans for Liberty, or you can say YAL, is the most active and effective libertarian youth organization advancing liberty on campuses and in American electoral politics. The four-step mission is to identify, educate, train, and mobilize youth activists to make liberty win. And they're doing a really great job of that. They really are.
They're knocking on doors.
They are. They're out there doing the thing, knocking on doors, talking to people about Liberty candidates, you know. And we're going to talk to Cliff in a little bit, a little more about what they're doing, what they have coming up, the exciting things that they have going on. I don't want to give anything away. And talk about, you know, the Second Amendment and you know, some of this cool stuff that they have going on with that. So, sorry, I'm just excited.
Bye-bye,
Hi, Chris.
Mala mala ding dong. We missed that.
We're out in the wide open right now. We're gonna go to LMPM a little bit later.
Thank God we missed the debates.
We tried
when televising a lot of them. I don't know, just the other day, and then Kamala Harris dropped out because I guess Tulsi Gabbard lit her up.
Oh, I would watch that though.
Yeah, that'd be.
I would watch that part. Yeah, but all the rest of it, the 2 hours and 40 minutes surrounding that, no thanks.
Them. And then we got a lot of reach with covering it, and people seem to have a good time if you're going to watch it anyways. But
I die a little inside.
It really damaged our soul, like to really watch the whole thing.
Because we did it it was like 2 nights in a row. The first night it's like, oh my gosh, okay, we're watching it. And the second night I'm like,
I don't want to do this anymore.
I can't even listen to these people anymore. This is just killing me on the inside. So, but yeah, I'll go back and find that because that's exciting. Hey, David Andrew Gay is here. The pragmatic libertarian daughter was President.
What else we got?
Oh, wow.
The $5 club.
Facebook showed you a different video with your voices? Weird, Facebook.
There you go, Facebook.
Do you want to give him a head? Oh, you did. You said, okay, about 10 minutes. Okay, great. So we're after Thanksgiving now. We're moving rapidly into Christmas.
Yeah, Mary's freaking.
For those who celebrate Christmas, I'm stressed out a little bit, but that's okay because we have things like Amazon. You know, and even all the other stores are like, you know, free shipping to your house for this or that or whatever X amount of dollars spent.
Amazing deals.
So I went online last night. I did some Cyber Monday shopping. Did anyone do any of that? Do you guys do any of the Cyber Monday deals? If you have kids and they want something crazy, you can sometimes find a good deal.
Yeah. Dave Ramsey says shop earlier in the year so you can get the actual deals. Instead of the inflated Christmas prices.
Oh, well, Dave Ramsey. We'll have to get him on the show, too.
We should.
Talk some sense into me. Because I'm like, Dave, I need a haircut. We should just use a credit card. He wanted to smack me. Yeah. I swear Dave was ready to, like, divorce. Right before the show. Blew 3 paychecks on Cyber Monday. Yes. You know, if you're going to be buying the Christmas stuff.
If you need it.
If you need
it. But if you're Christmas like, oh, what a great deal. I'm going to buy this because I'm getting a great deal, and you wouldn't have bought it anyways, and that's not a great deal. That's spending money that you weren't going to spend.
Yeah, but the kids, you know, kids. And the thing is, I would shop earlier in the year, but the thing is, they change their mind so many times before Christmas. So by December, we've gone through 18, you know, from December 1st to December 8th, you know, their list has changed a bajillion times. So, we went to a Christmas party on Sunday, and Santa was there, and I said, you gotta just cement what you want. No changing it up.
Write it down.
Yeah, so.
It's going in the list.
It is, yep. I was shopping Cyber Monday, but
you did. I didn't look at all.
I did. I put them to bed, and I was just like, panic!
I had some ads come across Facebook. I saw some Wayfair stuff. I've never seen that before. I never had those ads. Now I'm going to have them all the time because I said it out loud in front of my phone. But
you had a weird Wish ad today we don't need to talk about.
That's like a daily thing with one of our chats is here's my new weird Wish ad for the day. I don't know what I said to bring this one up.
Yeah, it's the weirdest things too.
And it's just Wish has no filter anymore.
No, it doesn't.
They're like, you want this?
They
you got
just
this.
don't care. Stores blackmail you with your own kids. Yeah, no kidding. We went to Walmart a couple weeks ago, and we let the kids run around. Hi, Robert. We let them run around the toy section, and I was like, tell me what you want, you know, like just let's look around. Doesn't mean you're going to get it. Doesn't mean you're going to get all of it. That's for sure. Cause they touch like every single toy.
Oh, Jane.
But I was like, let me just take some pictures here to see what Jane it is that you like. Yeah. So oil filters, is that what's on your list?
There we go.
Hey, Okay, so
Want me to read it?
yeah, you go ahead and read it, babe.
Nearly 12,000 raised by Liberty Memes fans in November for various causes, including 10 families fed for Thanksgiving. Over 5,000 already raised by Liberty Memes fans in December for various causes.
Yes.
And we got a lot of them going. Like, there's a lot of...
He's coming, Robert.
I know. I'm waiting for him to respond.
He's got to respond, Robert.
But yeah, we got a lot going on right now, and it's like we have something we're working on, and then we have like another urgent need come up, and it's like we really want to help.
Yeah, there were a few different things that came across. There was what was it? The mom who was supposedly or allegedly, would say allegedly killed by her. I mean, she was killed, but by they don't know yet. They're looking into the husband or the dad of the kids to see if that's who it was. So he's in jail and she's gone, and that was on Thanksgiving Day. We did a money bomb kind of thing, right?
Yeah, we raised like almost $5,000 in one day or something.
It was over $5,000, yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking
amazing, a bunch of internet trolls, meme lords, and the like, libertarians, stingy libertarians, $5,000 in one day in one Facebook group.
Yeah.
Well, 3, but one community.
One community, yeah, one big community.
Actually, like 100.
O'Brien said that Wish has stuff that would get him a 30-day ban.
They do. Like you can't share their ads.
Oh, hey Charlie, what's going on? How are you? Hi Clint.
Is Charlie talking about you?
I don't know. I'm assuming it says Ginger. So back to the motherland. Yeah, can I take you with me? We'll go back home to Ireland, Charlie. I love you. I'm just joking. If it gets, I'm just kidding, and I love you. So when I talk about you being Irish, I know you're not, but I'm sorry.
We didn't that first day.
Yeah, it's just fun, but it makes me feel extra connected to you because.
For everybody who's waiting, I'm waiting for a reply from
Yes,
Cliff.
we're just waiting for Cliff to reply. So he's going to be with us shortly. Another thing that was amazing that happened today, and it's been going on for a few days now, but today was that Tuesday Giving Day. Yeah. And so David Andrew Gay, who is admin 2 of the Liberty Memes page and creator of Liberty Memes community group and Liberty Memes Patreon, he decided that he wanted to do a fundraiser for Young Americans for Liberty, which happens to be the guy that we're talking to tonight, the president of that. Yeah. And big so deal. Facebook is matching donations, and I think we all in our community believe it to be hilarious that Facebook has to match
going on
the
like
donations.
Over $4,000 now.
Yeah,
at
because
least in this one alone, I've seen a lot of libertarian causes come up.
But that they have to match, to pay for spreading the message of liberty, and it tastes so sweet. I love it.
It's just our little thing.
Yeah, it's still going on. So if you want to donate, as of 9:25, when I checked 20 minutes ago, it was at $4,495. We actually had the goal exceeded. It was 4,000. So the Dadman bumped it up to 5, and people are still giving. And Young Americans for Liberty is a great cause to give to if you are looking to advance liberty in America. So America.
I'm always willing to pay for something I like and I don't want to do myself.
Yeah. Jeff Lyons is here, and he's another another y'all guy. Yes. They hired a ginger at my work. Oh no, they hired a ginger at your work. I'm so sorry. I hope she's nice, or he.
For your soul.
I know. Kane's here. Kane's over.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
he's got
pumped.
Bad connection,
Crappy
but we're gonna wave anyways.
We love you, Kane. Wait, do we have to be upside down to say that?
He's on our Liberty Late Night Discord, so I actually do get to talk to him over there.
Oh, that's awesome. I really need to download the app. It's just like my phone just doesn't.
But I don't know how far he's going to
want to. My phone doesn't want to handle all the apps. Facebook's heavy, and so is Messenger.
Yeah, because I want to control.
But then I put, I'm like, oh, this game, let's put pool on there. So we're just waiting for Cliff. We told him we'd give him like a kind of 10-minute warning, so he might be getting himself set up.
Hopefully.
To do. Now, I want to ask you guys, what's on your phone? Like, what kind of apps do you have? What's in your wallet? What's on your phone? What do you have app-wise? I have Meme Generator and Pixar, too, so.
Yeah. That's what we got. auto background changer, meme generator, PixArt.
Oh,
browser.
Charlie, I'm sorry. It's a he, and he is seriously so weird. Oh, yes, the Aussie bloke. Yeah. We love Kane very much.
Oh yeah, Kendall. They talk a lot in the Discord.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Kane he's got a great soul, a wonderful spirit. So I'm really excited for Cliff to come on. Because I really want him to tell us all about what they're doing, and I have it written right here, and I don't want to say it, you know. Oh, 4chan. Oh my gosh.
We couldn't figure that out.
Right, I can't figure. I've never really been on Reddit
maybe
either.
If you use like the app, if there's an app for it. Reddit, I used to steal memes from there a lot.
Oh, my, Chris says if I die, please clear my browser. Yeah, history. That's what.
Matter of fact, just shred the phone.
Yep.
Shred it.
That's what one time, this was a long time ago, but we were talking to my cousin and her husband, and we're like, listen, if Dave and I go out in a fiery crash or we die somehow, like, come over and just put the biggest magnet you can find
right
on the computer. Yeah. Yeah, so we tried, and I jokingly say, like, the 4chan or the Reddit or the YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm not like...
boomers.
Yeah, we're boomers, but I'm leaning into it. You know, I'm just leaning into it. But, yeah, I couldn't figure out 4chan. I haven't really been on Reddit. I feel like I should, though, because I like PewDiePie, and I should get on his thing, right?
Oh, yeah, he's got a Reddit.
Yeah. That's where you leave your entries in the subreddit.
Bro.
Oh, someone tag Aaron Kentner, so he's here. Oh, okay. Oh, I might try the app. I'll see if it works. Yeah, Jeff Lyon's here. Yep. Hey, Donnie Smith, how are you doing? We're waiting for the President of Young Americans for Liberty to come on and hang out. Do you want me to message this guy over here?
I got him up here, but...
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Okay.
So we're just going to hang tight. He's a busy man. He's got a lot of things going on. I'm grateful that he is making the time to come on. Generation what now? Thank you, O'Brien. I appreciate that. So do you guys have a Christmas list set up? Do you have your own? Are you asking for anything in particular? I just want, like, I don't even really need anything. Obviously, I don't need anything, but what I want is a spoon rest. I just really want a spoon rest.
Noted.
I only mentioned it like 8 times today. Like, wow, it'd be so nice to have a spoon rest here. We're doing good, Donnie. Yeah. We're doing really good. Yep.
We're in that month where it's just you want to get work through those like few days of work where you can have some time off for the holidays.
Yeah. Dave has some vacation time saved up.
10 days off.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. They were going to shut down the shop for the week, but they might not now. It kind of depends if things are starting to pick up.
I think they might be. Like I've heard I was hearing on the news this morning that I always follow like all the economic indicators, kind of just feeling it out, and people are spending a lot of money this year, which helps everything.
Well, that's good.
On holidays, everything's up like a lot.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing. I mean, it was really kind of scary there for a little bit where there was no, they were talking about, well, actually laying people off and all that kind of stuff from work. So I'm happy about it.
Yes, Facebook is very slow. 90 seconds delay.
Yes, it is.
As far as I know, it's like 9 seconds on YouTube.
It's the 20, is that the, I love you guys. I'm not going to say all the bad words that go with that. I mean, I could say all the bad words, but you know.
That's usually in the after parties.
I've had enough to drink to start saying all that. So I'm just going to text Broski here and just see.
Yeah, normally we just talk, but it's like we're kind of like in a holding pattern.
Yes.
How about that Joe Biden?
There you go.
I was gonna queue up some videos maybe for the after party or something like that to just react to him, because there's like 3 good stories out this week. There's the whole finger biting incident, which in context isn't as weird, but you're running for president and you're in front of a bunch of people, so you probably shouldn't put any fingers in your mouth. But like we said, in the kitchen, that's if it was just me and Mary, it was Mary swinging her hands around, that might be okay.
I would still be like, what is your problem?
And then, okay, so we got that. which is great memes. We got.
He's waiting for the Facebook call. Is he there?
Oh.
To connect you over text. That's okay.
Oh, I don't know how. Just tell him I messaged him on Facebook and I was waiting for a reply to that.
Okay. Let's see. Should we just... Sorry, you can keep talking.
Okay, so the leg hair thing. Like, and I watched the video with a little bit of context. I haven't seen, like, a whole thing, but, like, before and after. And the whole leg hair story just didn't seem to fit in there. The leg
oh,
cartoon.
yes. I'm sorry.
Like, how do you squeeze that into a story? Like, why does that pop in your head? Or did he already start and it was just, like, too late? Like, already started. Oh, damn it, I started the leg hair story.
I'm sorry. You started the leg hair story?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
Why did he do that?
Oh, I thought I hit send. All right, so he's waiting for us, but it doesn't... Facebook is not showing us that we have any kind of...
Yeah.
You know, give a call then to his...
yeah, I might just give it a try. We'll do it dirty.
Creepy Joe never stops. That was... And the roaches. Yeah, where did that even come from? Where? Oh, there he is! There he is! There he is!
Wow,
there
Kendall,
he
thank
is. Oh my gosh, Kendall, thank you so much.
Wow, bro.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to put up our little promo thing, and I'm going to try to bring him on.
Thank you.
I think I just told Google to do something.
Oh.
Shut up.
Shut up, Google.
I'm just going to try to bring this right on. Ladies and gentlemen, Cliff Maloney, President of Young Americans for Liberty.
Yay! How are you doing?
How are you guys?
Oh, good. I can hear you. That's
Wonderful.
fantastic.
Can you turn them up in my ears for me? Thank you. Cliff, it's wonderful to have you here. Thanks for coming on the show tonight.
I feel like the last time I was here it was a little louder. I think we were dealing with some ruckus at Memphis YALCon.
Oh,
it was great to see that.
Amazing. I want to go there. I could feel the energy, you know? That kind of stuff is so great.
Yeah.
So for folks who don't really know what Young American for Liberty stands for, you know, what is your guys' mission? I talked about it a little bit, but coming from you might mean more.
Yeah, absolutely. So Young Americans for Liberty, we were founded back in 2008. There was an old guy in Texas, you might have heard of him, named Ron Paul.
I heard of him.
And Ron Paul was finishing up his presidential campaign and decided to continue this fight, and so they named the organization Young Americans for Liberty. And we've existed for the last 10 years to try to develop talent in the liberty movement, to try to find students and really introduce them to the principles of liberty. But one of the things I'm excited to tell you about, and you know, one of the reasons I'm very grateful to Liberty Memes and the people I'm talking to, you know, is this idea that we've launched a program called Operation Win at the Door, where we're actually taking these students that we have identified on campus, that we've educated and trained on the principles of liberty, and we send them out. We mobilize them to support liberty candidates. And it's really just been a really, really awesome experience for not just myself, but the entire YAL family, the entire YAL network. We've got 56 wins across the country, and we're aiming to win 250 of these. We think if we win 250 races for liberty legislators, we could have a real revolution in this country, and that's what we're working on.
Yeah, I love it.
That's very exciting. What you've already done and your aspirations are.
Yes.
Yeah, just to see the libertarians coming back on the ticket is awesome.
It is. It really, really is. Now, did you guys have a hand in the whole constitutional carry happening in Kentucky? Was that somebody that you guys had, you know, knocking on the door to help promote?
Yeah, so it was a pretty awesome story. So Savannah Maddox, 31-year-old in Kentucky, decided to run for office, and she had a pretty contested primary. Her district in Kentucky is within Thomas Massey's district. So obviously she's state house. He's the congressman.
Yeah.
And so what we decided to do was, I mean, she was a hardcore Rand Paul, a county chair. She's a hardcore liberty advocate. And so what we decided to do was support her. And we knocked about 30,000 doors in her race. We were able to win her primary by double digits, handing her the seat. And what happened was, I try to tell people this a lot. Imagine you're a 19-year-old and you're on the ground. You're getting to know her community. You're talking to voters, getting them excited about Savannah. You're there on election night. It's you and 8 or 9 other individuals, and you're sitting there saying, "My gosh, I pulled this off." This isn't $1 million race. I mean, this is a race where less than $20,000 was spent on her race, specifically on the official side. And then she gets elected, and what does she do? Like you said, she forces through and passes constitutional carry. So once again, if you're a college student and you're talking about how can I make an impact, you just went into Kentucky, you and a ragtag crew of 20-something, and you got constitutional carry pass, giving that constitutional right back to all of the people in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. That's the power of the type of stuff we're trying to bring, to the table here at Young Americans for Liberty.
That's amazing.
That's very exciting. That's huge, that constitutional carry.
It is huge.
Man, I could use that here.
Yeah, we don't have that here where we are.
I have to go jump through the hoops.
The licensing and all that. Yeah, you got to answer all the questions. And that is fantastic. So you said how many now? You guys have won 50?
56 races.
Okay.
So I'm not afraid to talk specifics on numbers. We have one rule when we go to endorse. So we have an endorsement committee, and the two things we look at are their viable candidates and their principles. Mm-hmm. So people ask me all the time, well, are they running as Republicans? Are they running as Libertarian? Are they running as Democrats or Independents? I don't give a shit. Excuse my French.
That's fine.
I honestly tell people this all the time. I'm willing to endorse anybody as long as they're going to espouse libertarian principles and they're a viable candidate. As an organization, we have a duty not just to our investors, but to the students who we're asking to go spend their time and their energy on these candidates, that we have candidates that are actually able to win. And the neat thing is there's about 5,400 state house seats throughout the country. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to find candidates that it makes sense for us to spend our time on. Because people will come to me all the time and say, "Oh, well, Cliff, I'm better than my opponent." And I say, well, I don't care. What I want are hardcore libertarian representatives that are going to actually stand for our beliefs. Mm-hmm. And so if they're running as a Republican and they have a path to victory, but they believe in libertarian principles, I'm going to support them. We've endorsed 4 Libertarian Party candidates. None of them have won, but I don't look at any of them as mistakes. We are willing to go in when we think there's a viable path to victory. They could run as a Democrat. They could run as an independent. I don't care. But what I want to do is I want to build a bench across the country of Ron Paul-like liberty legislators that actually are going to stand firm for our principles. And that way we've got a bench, we've got a microphone for our ideas, and we can pass liberty legislation like constitutional carry and lead by example.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
it. Like
it.
Ron Paul, just he took the path of least resistance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And look, I just want to say thank you to you guys, because look, the Liberty Memes community, what you guys do, I hope you realize that, there's a lot of people that talk the talk, but getting people to actually walk the walk. The fact that Liberty Memes was able to raise, it's not just the money they raised today, it's Facebook matching a huge portion of that. I mean, that'll go directly towards our ability to go out and recruit students, to get people excited about the ideas. This stuff is not free. I wish it was. Liberty is a beautiful thing, but the number one thing holding the Liberty movement back, somebody said to me once, they said, Cliff, Liberty's great and all, but there's not enough money out there. The establishment has access and power to sell, both the Republican establishment and the Democrat establishment. What do you guys have to sell? Well, I think that's horseshit. I think that there is an instinct, there's a gut reaction out there from Americans to support liberty. And what you guys did today, what Liberty Memes did today, I cannot tell you how much we appreciate it, because we are working day and night to find investors that believe in our cause and getting a community of people together to help us to fund a lot of this stuff that are basic recruitment materials, that are training costs for us to bring students in and teach them the basics. I mean it wholeheartedly. Thank you so much for what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Thank you.
To be
for our little part, but yeah, the whole team here.
Yeah, I know, to be partnered up with Young Americans for Liberty, you know, like Liberty Memes. It's wonderful to be a part of it and to see what's happening and what you guys are out there doing. I want to ask real quickly about this. I see it written here. You guys are giving something away. Do you want to talk about that at all?
Yeah, I would love to. So today we had an exciting announcement. Today's Giving Tuesday. So what we are trying to do is not get the ATF to shut us down, but we are launching a AR-15 giveaway. Yay. So for anyone that gives in right now, we're going to launch this at least through the end of the year. But anyone that wants to chip in, you'll be entered into the contest. It doesn't matter. You want to chip in $1 a month. You want to chip in $1,000. Anything you give will get you entered, and we think it's a pretty strong, maybe strong is not the word. We think it's a play to try to let people know we are a firm defender of the Second Amendment. We obviously talked about Savannah Maddox and what we're doing in Kentucky. You know, we're trying to do this across the country to show that the Second Amendment is not up for debate. That we think being able to defend yourself from a tyrannical government, we shouldn't shy away from that.
Yeah.
And so the AR-15 giveaway is kind of an opportunity to get people to pay attention to YAL, to get current supporters excited. But if you guys want to go over to yaliberty.org right now, anyone that chips in between now and the end of the year will be entered, and we're going to do a live drawing. But we think it's an exciting way to talk about the Second Amendment. It's not just for hunting. It's not just for leisure. It is to stand your ground against a tyrannical government. And we're pretty excited to see already we've had over 100 individuals contribute and chip into our cause. So you can give to Liberty, you can empower youth Liberty activists, and you might end up with an AR-15. So we think it's a pretty good situation to be in.
For sure. I think so. I have to ask you, have you guys gotten any, I don't know, pushback? Yeah. From any gun grabbers.
I was almost afraid to put it in the tags. You know, it's like I was asking Mary what tags to use for this, and she's like, "Yeah, give away AR-15." And I'm like, "Ah." Social media.
So I actually expected a little more than we've gotten. Somebody joked with me. They said, "You want the ATF and Zuckerberg to shut you down because you guys will raise more money and get more people excited about that." You know, we have gotten a few comments. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's 2019 and social media is social media, so there will be trolls.
Yeah.
But obviously the support has outweighed any of kind of the flack we're getting. And honestly, I think the flack is a good thing because it shows we're taking a stand for something. You know, and as the saying goes, you know, if you don't stand for anything, or if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Yeah.
I think that's true. And I think the one thing this does is it sets us apart as strong defenders of the Second Amendment and willing to stand up to kind of this gun grabbing / notion of kind of, you know, well, you're not being sensitive. I mean, listen, the founders of this country, sensitivity was not something they were worried about. They were worried about standing up to a tyrannical king. And so I expect that we will still have some more flack coming our way. But I think it's worth it to make a strong stance for what we believe in.
Definitely. I like that so much. And yeah, you if you're not doing something.
If nobody's coming after you, then you're not doing anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we must have did something. We got people coming after us.
No.
But normally, yeah, we don't do much. But
hey, let me ask you guys something. Is that fireplace real, or is that something you guys just put up?
Yeah, this is all
it's
green
just a
screen.
background. Yeah, it's all green back here. I wish it was. I'm freezing. We're in our basement.
Yeah, it's getting cold up in the Northeast here.
I'm pretty impressed with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we had fireplace memes going through our group in the Liberty Memes community, and so we thought it'd be funny. And then Mary really liked the background, so this is it.
And it's getting to be that season, you know, where people need to have their fireplaces on. So this is our only fireplace in the house. It's not even real. Oh my gosh!
But I like how you said taking a stand on and being principled, because when you're dealing with the Liberty Memes community, that's kind of our whole reason we're here is because we feel very principled about how we feel about liberty, and that's kind of basically why I pay into the Patreon and have David Gay go spread our flavor of libertarianism. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to see anybody who's not principled, and we can't support anybody who isn't. So I'm glad to see you guys are taking a stand on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting to me because I think so many times libertarians start to squabble with each other. We jokingly call this, the holier than thou libertarian argument. And to me, somebody joked with me once that there was a poll where it said that, if you ask people what is a libertarian, about 10% of people would respond that it's somebody that works at the library. Sadly, that's the case. But I think what we're trying to do is I think we're introducing the first, I would say, scalable, measurable plan for the liberty movement. And I mean that. I'm not saying that with an ego. I'm saying that legitimately based on the entire history of the movement and what we're trying to do. And I credit the entire YAL family, our activists, our investors, for pushing us to do this, because what I think it does is it gives us a way to scale. If there's 5,400 state house seats around the country, if we get 250 people elected, you figure we have about 5% of the entire country. If 5% of the entire country is the Ron Paul, Rand Paul wing, if you will, I mean, to me, there's your revolution. And of course, that's not the end. But I just kind of got tired of us talking about educating others and talking about this idea that, liberty's dead and that it's Trump's America, and, that you've got Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders at the top of the ticket for the Dems. Who cares? I mean, YAL is playing the long game. We are trying to go all in here and do the work that nobody else wants to do. I mean, honestly, look, knocking doors is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It's not glamorous work, but that's the advantage we have is nobody else wants to do it.
Yeah.
And when we go out and connect with the voter, we're winning. I mean, 56 wins. We've done 107 races, so we've got just above 100 or a 500 win rate. I'm excited with our results, and I think if we can scale this, and one thing I'll announce on the show here tonight, we're going to be unveiling our plan to do 150 races in 2020. We want to deploy 1,000 door knockers and knock at least 2 million doors during the 2020 cycle. This is just the beginning. I mean, people think, this is cool, but I mean, we're just getting warmed up. And I think this is a scalable, measurable plan in the sense that we're making ourselves vulnerable. We're putting ourselves out there to be accountable to our results. But I think that's what the movement's been missing. This is something, I mean, honestly, I'm going to ask both of you guys to run for state house here shortly. That's the new thing is anytime somebody sets a meeting with Cliff Maloney, that's part of the pitch is to have you guys run. But I think we need people across the movement to step up and say, you know what? I want to be part of this, whether it's door knocking, whether it's investing, whether it's recommending a candidate, or hell, whether it's whether it's running yourself. If you guys go to yaliberty.org/door, it's kind of our full page on Operation Win at the Door, and you can check out how you can get involved.
Man, you guys are really making things happen. Someone asked what you're sipping on. What is that you got?
I'm just going to say that's Coke. We'll leave it at that.
Okay, yeah.
It's kind of our thing here.
Yeah. No, you guys are really out there doing it. I'm proud to be a part of Liberty Memes because they are really helping you guys. You know what I mean? Like being supportive and trying to support you guys. I do. I think it's amazing. I don't do enough. I know that I don't do enough.
So we're just online activists now.
Yeah. But we love talking.
I think it's. I get in trouble because sometimes I tell people, that I used to post this thing all the time that pretty much anything was better than arguing on Facebook. And what I was meaning was, I used to see comment threads for days where people would write dissertations arguing about, two libertarians arguing with some socialist, and it's like, listen, is this the best use of our time? And I always would tell people because they think, oh, does that mean that you guys are anti using the internet? I'm like, listen, you're not getting it. there's a place to put out content. There's a place for you guys to do what you do, which is to drink and spread the message. And I mean that as a cheers. But
Absolutely.
Wouldn't take it any other way.
There's a place to do effective activism or content building or to spread the word through social media. This is something that Ron Paul, even if Ron had no idea it was happening because he was so damn consistent and so damn pure, but it was happening behind the scenes. There's always a place for us to continue to spread the message and to deliver content and to build relationships and communities. But what I'm always telling people is, don't waste your time arguing on social media. If you're going to spend an hour a day arguing on social media, go help somebody running for school board and go talk to, 30 people in the community in a race that's going to be decided by 200 votes.
Yeah.
That's where your time should be spent because that's where you're going to have an actual difference. So we can come, we can have fun, we can do things like this. But as Gibbs Medat would say, drink and spread the message. I mean, that's the truth of what we're trying to do and figure out how to be effective. The one thing I ask our activists at YAL, how are you effectively spreading the message of liberty? And if you can answer that and you can do it confidently, make sure you can look at the actual impact of what you're doing. But if you can effectively spread the message of liberty, that's the trick here that I think can help all of us to win.
Yes. That's so exciting.
Yeah, I hate debating, especially against somebody you're not going to change their mind. You're just both going to feel like you won until, when you finally separate.
Right, and here's the thing. If you really have somebody that you're trying to change their mind, get offline.
Yeah.
Set up a phone call. Matt Hurt, who works with Americans for Prosperity and Grassroots Leadership Academy, he does this thing where he actually will do coffee meetings with somebody he totally disagrees with. So if he gets in some Twitter battle and if he's going after somebody, he will legitimately ask them to meet up for coffee and dinner on him and just talk. And every time it's the same thing. They end with a simple conversation. They're going to agree on certain things, but it's such a different experience than trying to write a dissertation in the comment thread against somebody and you're citing sources. It's such a waste of time.
That's like Patrick Smith has a Discord, and he's like, he won't fight people on social media. He's like, come to Discord and we'll have a conversation, an audio or video conversation and actually talk about this,
Yes.
And I like adding that human aspect. You're not just arguing against your computer, you lose a lot of the humanity when you're just typing. And
seeing words. And then you don't know how things are being said either. Maybe someone's trying really hard to just be nice and explain something, but you read it the wrong way. And it's all
I love
crazy.
that. Yeah.
I like that, though.
Meet them out for coffee.
Yep.
Let me ask you guys this. Do you mind just I'm sure the audience knows, but just to fill people in. So how long have you guys been doing this show?
Little over a year.
Over a year. Officially, I mean, we got the green screen.
Yeah.
I think it was like last...
It was never really a show. It just kind of became
November,
a show.
Yeah. We used to just sit on the couch with our phone and talk to people inside the Liberty Memes Patreon group, just to get to know the community.
But I like taking things too far.
And everybody seemed to enjoy it, and we enjoyed it, and people were hanging out. And so Dave's like, let's get a green screen.
Now we're talking to Cliff Maloney, President of YAL.
Right? So
I love it. Do you guys think, let me ask you this. This is going to put you on the spot. And I know you're interviewing me, but I want to ask you this.
That's okay.
Do you think the movement, so here's my rule in the age of Trump. And I think it's fascinating to me how many people fall into this trap. My rule in the age of Trump is, listen, so many people think he's either the Messiah or the devil. And it's one or the other. It is hardcore. He's the best thing that's ever happened, or hardcore he's the worst. My mindset, like when I do media appearances, when I'm commenting on things, I look to liberty and I look to the principles and I say, listen, if he agrees, I'll praise him. And if he disagrees, I'll say he's wrong. But it's fascinating to me how many people don't take that approach.
No.
What is your stance kind of as hosts and as people who are watching the movement and you're in the weeds of it, like, do you agree with that strategy? Do you think I'm out of my mind? Why are so many people absolutely insane, anti-Trump, or like, anything he does, he's the Messiah? What am I missing?
I'm missing it too.
Yeah, I think what you're doing is the right thing, and that's
the same here.
Yeah, but I don't understand how it's just because it's not their team, or their
that's
team.
what we always bring it back to a sports reference. It's just fanatics.
My team, woo, he's perfect,
he's
or
not
he's not my team. I hate everything he does.
Like Tom Brady's an amazing quarterback, and we hate him.
Not hate.
Isn't that the truth? I'm with you on that.
I strongly dislike Tom Brady.
He's the devil.
He is so good. I hate it.
Listen, as an Eagles fan, it's been a very, very rough year.
Okay.
But I can relate to that. I have to respect Brady. We did take a big Super Bowl away from him, but no, you're right. I mean, I'm just dumbfounded that more people. I get the tribalism. Look, when I do a hit on Fox News or I do a hit on Fox Business, there are two seats, Republican and Democrat. I am one of the only people that gets to sit in both seats.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Yeah.
One of the only people, because if I'm arguing on, let's say, like civil liberties or ending the war on drugs or privacy or let's say, peace, foreign policy, I'm typically in a Democrat seat debating a neocon. When I am arguing for lower taxes, less regulation, cutting the spending, I'm typically debating a Democrat, who kind of fits more socialist, big government bill.
Yeah.
But it's fascinating to me, like nobody else fits that. Everybody else, it's kind of like, oh, you're either Republican or Democrat. And I get it. It's how the media system's built.
Yeah.
But I have a buddy of mine, Andrew, here, and I was talking to him about this. It's like, it's fascinating to me that it's almost, I don't want to say what the viewers want, but it's such a partisan world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you would think in today's age, it would kind of be moving towards, people have so much access to knowledge, to information, to things online. You'd almost hope they're moving away from the partisanship. But in my mind, it's like,
no.
I feel like it's almost easier. And I think a lot of the partisans are getting better at playing the team sports. So it's becoming easier for them to, I don't want to say divide us, because I don't think that's the case, but I think it's easier for people to say, oh, I'm on team red or team blue, instead of saying, oh, I believe in X, Y, or Z, so I'm going to agree with team red on this, this, and this, but I'm going to agree with team blue on this.
Right.
It just makes it difficult.
It lets them be real fluid with their values, too. Whatever the team decides is that we're doing. Okay, we support that. Like, oh, gun control. Oh, we don't want bump stocks. Okay, that's fine. That's what our coach said.
Yeah.
Don't point you, but the coach.
But that I feel
hey,
the same way.
Let me make one more plug here. So this is not for
please
YAL.
do.
So of course I love support for YAL. I appreciate everyone. If you're a college student, get involved with our chapters. We'd love to have you on board. YALiberty.org. I want to share with you guys two specific candidates that are running for Congress. So YAL is focused on State House. And I am laser focused on building a bench of 250 hardcore liberty legislators across the country.
Oh, that was build the bench.
But I'd be remiss.
Oh, yeah.
I heard people say build the bench. Okay, that makes all the sense now. Go ahead.
That's exactly right. We're on message. So for Congress this cycle, I actually think there are two candidates that could become the next Justin Amash's, the next Thomas Massey's overnight.
Ooh,
and there's two individuals right now. And there are some other folks thinking about running. But I really, really recommend people look into Eric Brakey up in Maine and Nick Freitas in Virginia.
Okay.
Eric Brakey in Maine, he worked for Ron Paul in 2012. He became a state senator. He passed constitutional carry. He passed welfare reform. He passed, I think, either medical marijuana or some sort of, I don't think it's full legalization, but like as a Republican, he led on some of the criminal justice stuff. Check him out. Nick Freitas is a huge liberty advocate in Virginia. Just won a write-in campaign. Got 15,000 write-in votes, something that was unheard of. Set a record in Virginia.
Yeah.
But I really want to push your viewership to look in to support those guys, whether it means chipping in money, going up there and phone banking or knocking doors for them. Mm-hmm. But Nick is running in Virginia. He announced this week he is the first ever Operation Win Its Door victory to go on and run for Congress. So he's somebody I'm very excited about. We just won his write-in. He's running for Congress, Virginia's 7th district. He's running in a Republican primary. Eric Brakey in Maine, same thing. Very, very winnable district as a Republican. Super liberty. So I just want to make sure I make that plug. Eric Brakey, in Maine, Nick Freitas in Virginia. If these guys win, they will become Ron Paul-like candidates overnight. And I think we could actually, I mean, I'm all about the Freedom Caucus when they're stopping spending, but the Liberty Caucus, the hardcore Liberty folks, you could, I think 2020, here's my projection. Here's my prediction for all the community out there. I think 2020 will be the most successful year for Liberty, both at the federal level and at the state level, because you've got Eric Brakey and Nick Freitas, and you've also got YAL doing 150 races at the state level. Hold me to that.
Ooh, yes, I'm happy to. I think
it's on
I
video.
Believe you. You know.
That's very
This
exciting.
is
But
very
anytime
exciting.
you say Justin Amash or Massey, I'm just
Oh
like,
yeah, yep.
those are like the two people I know, the two ones that I like. Yep. And as we're basically ANCAP, so we're not really into politics, but we encourage it for those who are into it.
Yeah, and I mean, I have to say, I feel like what you guys are doing, and I don't want to see a boogaloo happen. I think that slow and steady, having this kind of plan, we need to have good people in there who are going to fight for us on the inside. So I think that's
listen. The
wonderful.
one thing I'll reassure you guys, even if you're admitting to ANCAPs, and we'll have to talk offline about that. I might be more in line with you than you think. So I don't ever think we're going to elect a majority that believe in liberty. And I get in a lot of trouble for saying that. I'm going to say it on the air here. I don't believe we will ever elect a majority that believe in the principles of liberty. Mm-hmm. What I do believe is we can elect champions who can drive the narrative and get a lot of these go-along and get-along politicians to come our way. And a lot of the things we're doing at YAL behind the scenes, things I don't talk about often, is we're holding politicians accountable. We're helping them with model legislation. We have meetings where we bring together all of our Liberty legislators. We just did this a couple weeks ago in Austin, and we're teaching them, how's the establishment going to try to buy you out? How do you hold yourself accountable when all these people, it's going to be you versus, it's 1 versus 100 in some of these state houses. So we're teaching them ways to stay principled. But I just got to tell you, to me, it's not about electing majority. It's getting a block of people in each state and starting to understand how we use, those 1 to hopefully 20 individuals to start to kind of, I don't want to say hold it hostage or hijack the legislative process, but when you have a strong enough coalition, you can do some pretty crazy stuff. Here's one more prediction for you. In 2022, I want YAL to be able to pick the Speaker of the House. And what I mean by that is our coalition in New Hampshire, I want us to be able to pick the Speaker of the House because it is so strong, and I expect us to do the best, not the best, I expect us to be strongest in New Hampshire because we've kind of piggybacked on the Free State Project. Mm-hmm. We've kind of piggybacked on being able to build on that. But I want that to be the example in 2022, and then in 2024, sky's the limit. I'd love to see us really own a couple of states and start to lead by example across America.
Absolutely.
Super inspirational.
Oh my gosh. This is like the Ron Paul days. I'm all fired up.
Yeah, we were there for 2012.
You guys see the sign, right?
I saw it, yeah.
My garage is full of those.
That's an 08 sign. That's real OG.
We weren't even.
Don't show my age, but I was in high school. I wasn't eligible to vote back then, but I still have the signed Ron Paul sign. Him and Carol both signed. Let me actually pull it up.
Wow,
yeah, please do.
Awesome.
Show that off.
I like David Stinger.
Yes.
See, Ron and Carol both signed that.
Oh.
So you're just a teenager. You got Ron Paul's signature, or did you bring it later?
No. This was last year. He just gave me this. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Right.
That's
amazing. Carol put the heart in here. You see that?
Oh, I see the heart.
She still hasn't responded to my friend
Ron Paul loves Carol. That's so cute. Oh gosh. Oh.
Yeah, I literally have a garage full.
Oh, did someone ask you for a sign?
Yeah.
Robert said send me a sign. We did get to see Ron Paul one time, and it was amazing. It was we sat 3 rows back. We drove to Pittsburgh, and it was
wait. When was that?
It was 2011.
11. guess what? You guys are about to be mind blown. I introduced Ron at that event.
What?
In Pittsburgh. I was on stage. We had like 2,300 people there. I was the Pennsylvania State Director for Youth for Ron Paul in 2011. I was the fat kid that came on stage and introduced Ron Paul.
No kidding. You're in my brain already. That's awesome.
Oh, my gosh.
It was the craziest experience of my life because I got on stage. I had I cannot believe you guys were there. That was like my life's moment.
Wow.
So
That's amazing. I
had 3 pages to introduce Ron Paul. And I got through the first sentence, and everybody's screaming, right? Because they only want to hear from Ron Paul.
Sorry.
So I get through the second sentence, and everybody is screaming. I get through the third sentence, everybody's screaming. Well, while they're screaming, I'm like, I have 3 pages of this. I am not going to be able to get through this. and I'm like, what do I do? So I realized, it doesn't matter about the speech. Like I had a 5-minute intro prepared, 3 pages. And it was going to take me 45 minutes to get through it because everyone just, so I said, okay, at one point I had a line that was like, end the Fed at the end of the first paragraph. And I said, you know what? I'm going to jump from end the Fed to the last paragraph where it's like a closing and hope to God it makes sense.
Yeah,
and everyone was chanting end the Fed and I'm some 19-year-old college student. Like, what in the world is going on here? And then I just jumped to the end, and we just, it ended up working because once Ron came on stage, they broke the. I tried to say it as loud as I could, please welcome to the stage, back to the place of his birth, Congressman Ron Paul, and I'm screaming. I broke the sound system because you couldn't hear anything.
Yes,
the whole place was going nuts.
That is so amazing.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
One of our friends who came with our group somehow had a rubber Ron Paul mask, and he actually got to go backstage and meet him, I think, just because he had the mask.
Yeah, I've never seen a Ron Paul mask before, ever, and this was a full mask he had gotten somewhere.
No, I remember. So, yeah, John Beza, who was Ron's head security, I remember, I think Jonathan Schieffer came out and said, hey, we should bring this guy back. He's got a really cool mask. And then he ended up coming backstage with Carol, me, and then Ron's granddaughter was there, Linda. And so anyway, we were all there.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, what a small world. I mean, really?
So where did you guys come in from? Was that a long drive?
Erie.
A couple hours, yeah. We're just north of Pittsburgh.
Are you guys in Erie now?
Yeah. Yep. On the Great Lake.
I don't know why I thought you guys were in the Midwest. Yeah, so I went to school in Johnstown. I don't ever get to talk about this. I went to school in Johnstown, so I would go up to Grove City.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, it's close to you guys. My college roommate went to Cathedral Prep in Erie.
Yep. That's wild.
So, yeah, it's a small world.
It is. I don't know if you can ever see
Gannon,
David's,
right?
Yeah.
Gannon's the other school up there?
Gannon, yep, we got Gannon, Mercyhurst, Edinburgh, for colleges, Am I missing one?
I don't know.
No, I think that's it. Yeah, Gannon.
Barron. Penn State Barron. Yeah. That's right.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, yep. Boy, wow, this is so wild.
He wants you to read that.
Where are you from originally then? And then I have to read what David Andrew Gay says here.
So I'm originally from outside of Philadelphia. So I'm from Delaware County. My whole family lives in Pennsylvania, Southeast PA.
Okay.
Pennsylvania is my heart and soul. You guys should look into a guy named Aaron Bernstein. He is a Pennsylvania state legislator. There were 3 guys from PA that came out, but I think Aaron's the only one from your area. There might be 2. I have to look into it. But Aaron's from your area. Super hardcore on guns. You guys should talk. You guys should figure out how you can get in touch with him. But he came out to YAL's Legislator Coalition meeting this past couple of weeks. He was fantastic. He was one of the biggest surprises from Pennsylvania, and he's from the Erie area. So you should take a look into him. We're hoping to get him kind of up and running and pump him. But I'm from southeastern PA. I'm a diehard Eagles fan. Don't hold it against me.
We're Buffalo
Philly
fans,
sports
so.
fan. Okay, I can appreciate that.
Nobody really hates us for that.
Give it a couple of years. You guys are looking strong.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Up till now, it's just like, oh.
Yeah, but this year is like,
enemies.
Yeah. We beat Dallas. We were played on Thanksgiving, It was so fun.
Thank you for that. You kept my season alive. Quite literally. We should have won this week, but obviously you guys went and kept it, so we've got a shot. So
yeah.
The NFL, the NFC East division is so bad that somehow the Eagles still have a chance. But
oh my gosh.
we'll see how it looks.
We always have the
Patriots. And let me just say this about David Gay. I just want to thank David again. I mean, he's right. I mean, David's been around since Youth for Paul days.
Oh yeah.
He's really been somebody who, despite the movement kind of having its ups and downs, I feel like there have been a small cadre of people who have stayed with it, who have stayed principled, who have stayed positive. That's the other thing that pisses me off. It's like, come on, like Liberty is such a beautiful message.
It is.
So many people kind of throw in the towel.
Yeah, we got.
And I just really, I appreciate David. And we all do. I mean, we all have times where it's like, come on, like, this is so infuriating. But I really want to thank David for everything he's done. He's come out to so many YAL cons. The students are inspired by him. He's helped us raise money. He's helped us raise awareness. But yeah, we have built this. Everybody, you too, David, all of us have built this movement. And it's such, I don't want to say this in a way that will offend anybody, because it's not easy. But man, with a little bit of energy, a little bit of organization, it is crazy what we can do, because the establishment is so lazy. And we have the secret weapon that they don't. We have the principles of liberty. We have something people care about. And I don't think liberty is a fringe issue. I think people's gut instinct, their gut reaction is to be for liberty. And I think what you guys are doing, what David's doing, I got to continue to say thank you, because without the support of what you guys do, we wouldn't have a movement. We wouldn't have this infrastructure. And it doesn't take that much, but a little bit of organization, it goes such a long way.
Yes. Oh, dude, I'm fired up.
Yeah, we got pretty jaded after 2012, and
well, it hurt.
Yeah, just to watch how it went down. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we kind of.
It wasn't just we lost; they toyed with us. They messed. It was like so they took it away. But then we found Liberty memes, and that's
starting
what
to feel that community again.
Yeah, David Gay talks about. This is to continue on. That Ron Paul revolution. Mm-hmm. So I'm so happy that we found them, and we've got to learn about Young Americans for Liberty.
Yeah,
and
we met a lot of people in YAL.
Yeah, this is wonderful. Yeah, we talked to a lot of people. We have a lot of folks come on.
And Jeff there,
and I can't remember her name. Oh, I feel so bad, but it begins with a T. And
Tamitha.
Tamina. Yeah, she was on a couple months ago, or maybe a month and a half ago or so. Yeah, she's great. It was fun to hear her story and just her drive and passion for this. It gets us excited, I hope it inspires other people out there watching too.
Yeah, well, let me just make one last plug here. The AR-15 giveaway. Yes. Once again, I mean, we're running that. If people want to get involved, feel free to chip in $1, $5, $10, yaliberty.org. And once again, appreciate what you guys are doing. If I can ever be of help, please let me know. And I'm going to continue to tune in, and let's keep building this movement. It's a beautiful message, and the more people that hear it, I think we're on to something here.
This is wonderful. Thank you, Cliff. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you for all that you do as well. Oh my gosh, build the bench. Right.
It's all fun and games. I get to spread liberty full time, so I'm the spoiled one here.
That's wonderful.
A lot of plane rides, but I'm having a good time. So thanks again. You guys take care.
All right, you too. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
All right. See you now.
He's from PA.
Yeah, all the greats are.
All the cool kids are from Pennsylvania. Wow, that was so fun. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. And I get excited, and I like what he says. And we're talking about the principles, like the principles. Huge. And that's why I think people that, they're Republican or they're Democrat, they don't care. Their principles in those two parties fluctuate, it's this today or that tomorrow. but the liberty principles are always the same. The principles of liberty, and I am just so excited
is this
about
a relative
this.
here, Justin?
Hello.
Justin.
Oh, that was so much fun.
That was
cool.
Yeah. We did it.
We did the thing. We got to talk to him.
Maloney.
I know, right?
Huge.
All the cool kids are from PA. Oh, sorry. No, Shillelagh's the exception.
Shook.
I'm sorry. No. Did she get to see the wave? I go over here and then I'm like, oh yeah.
Somebody had a
backwards,
comment and YouTube almost made me lose it though.
Oh.
I had a hard time holding it together.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll have to figure out who that is later.
Yes, Kendall, I'm hyped up. I'm excited about all this. I missed the comment. That's why I'm afraid to read some of the comments. You're lying,
Except Liberty
right?
and Eagles.
Oh my gosh. The same spelling of the last name. Oh, good. Yeah, I don't even know what the comment was. It's hard for me to read the comments when I'm talking to someone because I'm trying to listen to what they're saying. And if I look away for even a minute, my brain...
Yeah.
So I'm glad I didn't see whatever. And I know some of you guys, little sneaky sneakers, trying to make Dave laugh.
Do it on purpose, yeah.
Do it during the interview.
Got me.
Oh.
It was a struggle.
Yeah. I'm nervous to hear what it was, but we'll talk about that later. So I think we're gonna do. Would you want to do a quick hello over in the Liberty Memes Patreon group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally Tuesday night is our Liberty Memes Patreon show where
In the private
we try
group.
to add value to Liberty Memes Patreon.
Yeah, just by
people enjoy
talking
it.
to people.
Yeah, people enjoy it. So it's because without Liberty Memes we wouldn't be here.
We want to get to know the community and help everyone get to know each other. So we're going to head over there. But yeah, this was special tonight.
Yeah.
Having Cliff on, we wanted to make sure that everyone got a chance to see it.
Get that message out there.
Yeah, definitely. I think there might even still be time for the Giving Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
To donate.
Yeah, check out that
Yeah.
YAL. Make Facebook give YAL money.
Yes, right.
It's hilarious.
They have to. Facebook has to match what's given. I made Baby Yoda out of pipe cleaners. I need a picture. So yeah, definitely you can do that, and head over to Young American for Liberty's website and check them out.
Uncle Min's
and
thing.
Enter for that AR-15.
Definitely, where he says, "I'm an anarchist who will support things that lead to more anarchist situations or whatever." You had the words better, Dave.
I read it. Yeah. Yep.
I like that.
Thanks, Aaron. All right, so let's wrap this up for now, and we'll scoot over there real quick. And
yeah, for now, I'll probably we'll talk about that later.
What's that?
The YouTube stream.
Oh, okay. We'll have a private YouTube stream in there too.
Secret.
What's that?
It's secret.
It's a secret YouTube stream that only.
All right.
So yeah.
Nice quick show, quick adventure, in and out.
We'll drop it in the Facebook comments and Patreon so you guys can check it out, the YouTube ones. Bye, Kendall. Thank you again.
Good
Oh my gosh, this was so much fun having you. Yes.
Good night.
Thank you for everything, guys.
I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out. Just this once. Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be. Set the fuck down, T-Series, I'm here to spill the real tea. You tryna dethrone me from spot on number one, but you in the year you lose, so best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done, cause we only just begun. I review you, zero vibe is gone. So come on, T-Series, looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series just whip himself in their pajamas. So who the hell is Bob and why you wanna kiss him? Ew. I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. Oof. You got a fifth of the population in your nation, but I got 9-year-olds, the world's a whole, your defecation. Oops, multipatlo, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. No papa, yes papa, Johnny. Now download the sugar and let's throw this fucking party with some bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just wet in their pajama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. You got a population of 1.32 billion, but most your videos can't seem to hit even a million. Subbot!
Magic potty baby, your bottle's all done. If potty training time will be so much fun. I help you with your training pants, you make me so proud. Your potty feels like magic, then it flushes out loud.
It's fun to help Magic Potty Baby learn to use her potty. Flush and you're ready for next time.
Magic potty baby, I'm so glad that you're mine.
Magic Potty Baby and her Magic Potty. No water, no mess. Batteries not included.